Shit. I'm stuck, fuck. Oh, thaumaturge. That fucking wizard that killed me last time. Oh, I died fighting.
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
It's cold. Lovely. Grab all the loot. To the garden.
I'll never get used to watching you do that.
Yeah, there's got to be something else to this.
We didn't come this far to give up now. Search the tower. Must be something of use.
We are close. Break the bars.
So close, but yet so far.
There are precious few legible entries in this journal, which was written centuries ago by the leader of the Paragroon named Nandrew, who commanded the dwarves to build a permanent home in Galloway's tusks. Most of what survives details either minutiae behind the construction of Solace Keep, or the relationships between the dwarves that followed Nandrew's lead. There is one entry of peculiar note: the godless bridge has fallen. Perhaps that is for the best. I have found another path to the garden, one better suited to conceal its secrets, intrusive and the foolhardy.
So, there is yet another path to the garden.
We have to visit Solace Keep.
Crossing a sea of acid is not what I had in mind today. An alternate route would be best.
Any ideas, Marius?
Nandrew was the founder of Solace Keep. If anyone knows more about him or the garden, it will be the Council of Solace. I can't make any promises, though. Like I said, they don't welcome outsiders, much less adherents. Your godlike features will get you through the door, but that's all you'll get.
My godlike features? Well, I already know the answer. I look like Nandrew, but whatever. Go for it anyway.
Nandrew had the same stuff on his face. Like the two of you were made by the same sculptor. You'd be surprised how far a resemblance to Nandrew will take you in Solace. Play your cards right, and it might get you through the door. Worth a shot, anyway.
Might actually explain why Marius stuck around as well. See, shall we head out?
To Solace Keep, then. And not a moment too soon. With any luck, we can outpace the Steel Garrote.
Follow the road northeast and look for a giant ancient walled keep. Can't miss it.
Quick and careful, everyone. We haven't a moment to lose.
I'll follow your lead.
And first of all, I think we'll visit here one more time.
Hey, I might have...
Oh,
However long you need to stay, Gillian, stay.
Oh, you stopped by. It's so good to see you again.
How are you feeling after?
Good, I'm good. I'm just glad to be back to something normal after... Yes, and Lorraine over there has really made me feel welcome. More than welcome, even. You were right. She's keen on me. It's nice after everything else.
Wish you both happiness, however it works out.
Thanks. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Anyway, I should let you get back to it. I'll be here should you ever need me for any reason. Oh, and one thing before I forget. The wardens let me open shop. I don't have as much for sale as I like, but if you want to see what I've got, just ask.
Looks brilliant. These are cheap, or we've got a lot of money at this point. That's not cheap, though.
Are you sure I can't do anything else for you?
No, you're so sweet. I'm all right for now, thank you.
Good. If you need anything, just let me know. Even if it's just a hot drink. I'm happy to do anything I can.
That means so much to me, Lorraine. I'll take you up on that later.
I can't wait. Oh!
Look at you two lovebirds. I hear wedding bells.
Envoy, it's so good to see you again. Welcome back from the wilderness.
Seems a tiny bit rushed,
Everything
this
you
story,
did
but
for her. I'm so glad she's safe. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know what to say, but thank you.
you're welcome.
I mean it, Envoy. Thank you.
A parting cloud. A solitary sprout in a dead land. It grows here still. We twine.
Let me in the storage room.
Welcome back to the tower, Envoy.
Hey. If you're buying, I'm selling.
Perhaps they'll let us in now.
Envoy? I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
You knew where the garden was this whole time. Why didn't you say anything earlier?
Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
You're really afraid of something out. I already know the answer. There's something out there. Maybe it'll be time to talk about it.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside, this heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarep shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse.
I can understand that feeling.
I imagine you can. You've been through a lot. You've already died once, for God's sake. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life, and I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend, like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries, as far as I know.
Just want to show you that I'm listening when I'm looking down. I'm just playing with this. Absolute vision. So you didn't think the garden was real?
Do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded. And no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. Anyway. If I must. Yatsley, I have a question.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong. I just want to know how you handle the traps in Godless Ruins so easily.
Oh, is that all? Just simple practice, dear. You have enough of your fur cut by a giant swinging pendulum, and you learn to be a mite more careful.
Right. Maybe you can save me some cut fur and hand me a few pointers sometime.
Of course. The very next ruin we see, I promise.
Back I was going to do crafting. I can still do crafting. Just going to require a loading screen. Please. Oh. Right, we're going to need a lot of that Adra. mean, I feel like we've got somebody literally in our party who's like, oh yeah, that's not the right way. Whatevs. I'll figure out. So we take the bridge. Makes sense. Mr. Lava. Why, it's Solace Keep. Why, it's Solace Keep. Do they have a doorbell?
It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
You missed him, didn't you?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends, or so I thought. But then this Jitule left, unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
Some taken.
What are you all doing at the ass end of the living lands anyway?
You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We
Does
need
he?
to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
I don't suppose the wardens would teach their people to think for themselves, would they?
Why, you pencil-pushing, goat-kissing little bookworm! I ought to stab you for that!
Try it, and see how quickly I forget that we both grew up here. Do you think the council will care about your promises when a death guard in her army turns Solace inside out?
Fuitu, Marius. You've grown an edge since you left. I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Drawbridges and high walls are no defense against the Dream Scourge.
Just be aware, the people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
Go in there and all just lovely. Oh, we've got guests, yay! God.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Outlanders and Solace Keep. What's next?
All right. Took you long enough. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to...
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Gala is going to... I know what Gala is going to do. This never happened.
I can't wait to see what the council will say. Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
That person has a knee.
Your mother's that way.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you.
Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep
protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
What's going on here?
An outlander.
Don't mean to be disrespectful, but we'd prefer not to deal with your kind.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
More Paragoon help held their traditions, your people would be. Poisoning is a strong choice of words.
Solace Keep's matters are for Solace Keep's wardens. Stay out of it.
No, I'm tired of this. I am leaving with Amalia's crew, and you can't stop me.
I'd like to see you try. You're not brave enough for that. An outlander. An outlander.
To Solace Keep.
Is that Marius? He's alive?
Welcome back to Odica's Nails, an outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to...
Something on my face.
Something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Solace Keep?
Why were you so shocked about my appearance?
I've never seen anyone quite like you, is all. No, that's not entirely true. All I'll say is, take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, this keep's founder, when you enter the main hall. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know.
I understand it's an honor to be here.
It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
Sanctuary of Nandru. Hasn't changed a bit.
He was on our
Keep
living
is full
screen.
of old memories. Let's make some better ones.
Stylized. Oh, quests here.
An outsider here?
Mihala is to blame. We need to open our gates to the world, lest it leave us behind. Absolutely. Can you imagine if we had access to fresh crops from Fjord? Or all of the goods that pass through Paradise? No.
So you're the outsiders my guards let into the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
What's got you so frazzled?
Ha! You're an outsider. And outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this.
Is it really that bad?
Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but the council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
That's one way to get promoted.
Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
I could look for him if you like.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We met him in Emerald Stair, did we not? We should lend a hand. Maybe earn a little trust with the locals. It's amazing how many...
Make it quick, Adiren.
Wake up, Mother. It's me, your little grublin. Oh! Oh, my dear. It's been so long.
Mikhaila understands the importance of tradition. Andrew chose this place for a reason. Exactly. Only inside they found them. Generations of our kin have lived and died in these walls. At this point, as long as we lend our strength to Mikhaila, we won't.
We've taken to put that poor husk out of its misery. Destroy it, so that the soul within can be free. Be careful with those ogres. Bastards are tough. Be careful with this one. We believe it's the source of the beetles infesting the region.
A bear!
Be careful. Some of our best wardens were lost to that thing. Bereth guide their souls to a better life.
Maybe we should open up for more trade.
You think Kostya's right, huh?
Think of the salty fish we can get trading with Thornborn.
Better than this mystery. That's for sure.
What do you want?
Any rumors I should know about?
Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want? Suit yourself.
There's Mina.
Hmm? Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge.
Sounds like you have a bone to pick with the wardens.
I do, given that I am one. Our captain Petru went missing. Of course, Mikhaila says he's on council business, but that's a load of saga. There's more that goes on in this keep than that old crone knows about. It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru, he skirted the rules. Has some project out there at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zaribs, killed in a lava flow.
The tower's a good spot to look for clues for his whereabouts.
I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned Warden Tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right? Even a clue as to where he is would help.
Sort of weird they didn't immediately
Maybe
kick me
I'd
out,
be
to be
able to
honest.
convince Joffrey to send someone after him.
Do what I can.
Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
Sometimes people just leave. He's probably drunk somewhere feeling bad about it.
That's it. I'm cutting you off, Mina. You're talking nonsense.
Saka, no. You're too scared of Mihala to even think otherwise.
Up or down?
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Well, that's the last thing we're gonna do then.
I'm out of my element.
Outsiders? No, Nandru built himself.
The very image of... Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
I've no idea.
And perhaps Solace is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
Bears?
It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionalist, traditionnet.
I've read other Paragoon keeps who have lasted as long as Solace.
Paradoxical, isn't it? The councillors would tell you this is our calling. Their detractors say it's our prison. Me, I'm just concerned about keeping us all alive. There's an old godless aqueduct system in Slumbering Fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
Lucas' team. I'm working on it.
Sent by the gods indeed. I'm not as superstitious as my compatriots, but your appearance and timing are more than a little fortunate. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks. Watch your step in Slumbering Fields. There's no telling what's...
Tule! What am I going to do? Found a spider the size of
It's my wine.
Again?
Limit the officers up above them.
On the bright side, I can really good in the stew.
Outsider! I've never...
Take pride in our home, fellow Pagroon. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my.
You're staring at my face, aren't you?
Well, you must admit, it is striking.
What can you tell me about Nandru?
Ah, our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside.
What do your records say about the end of Nandru's life?
Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, Nandru sought peace and solitude. Some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden and that he enjoys an afterlife of peace and bliss. Hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his silence at last. Nandru would never have considered bliss a true reward. Unfortunately, all we have is belief. Nandru's remains were never found, and no record exists of his passing.
Do you know anything about a garden?
If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that.
And a person was Nandru?
He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people. A true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree.
Have Nandru's traditions changed?
If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned.
Who was Serena?
Ah, blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime. What more can I do to enlighten you?
Philosophy seemed controversial.
All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves.
What do scholars do in Solace?
We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Jituli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
I should be going. Who are you preaching to? There's like no one here.
People say Wodika is the goddess of law, but all I've seen is intolerance.
Nandru looked to Wodika for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Yeah, it says it underneath.
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
What's your role here?
I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodika and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you?
I have to know what this is about.
The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
It's
Yeah,
probably
well,
quite
the
loud.
Council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
In trouble being heard?
Indeed. Some of it is all the noise, but some of it is that I'm new to this job. Hazing is what it is. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away, and the council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too.
Someone volunteered you for the position, I take it?
I assume so. Maybe Tassa did it herself. I know I wouldn't have put my own name on the list.
Why wouldn't you want to be Forge Master? Are you not compensated or supported well enough?
No, that's not it. I'm just worn rough because I don't get to do the work anymore. Stand here and watch these comai do it. I get compensated just like everyone else. I just also get a place in the Obsidian Quarter with the officers. You came down here for a reason. What can I do for you?
I was exploring, to be honest. Looks like you take your inspiration from the Shrine of Abaddon.
I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. What can I do for you?
Where do you get your materials?
We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries.
Why were the mines abandoned?
Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
Oh, all this stuff is herb. I don't know if I need that stuff anymore now. I just need more Ardra, but it's so very expensive, and that's basically all my money gone. So I will leave it for the time being. Take this though. Right, let us meet the council.